Hello everybody, so this video is going to be all about the self-help skills section of the School Readiness Guide, and this is possibly one of the most important sections of this guide because we have found that when children start school, if they are as independent as possible and can do things for themselves, it just means they are so much more confident, and it prevents any of those little wobbles that they might have when they first start school and they can't do something and mummy and daddy aren't there, and it just prevents any of those little wobbles from happening. Now, the sorts of things we'd really like you to practice over the summer are things like putting on their own coat and taking off their own coat, and if the sleeves are inside out, turning them the right way. Things like putting on their own shoes and taking off their own shoes. Washing and drying their hands, which is obviously really important right now to have a really good hand washing technique. Use the toilet by themselves, use a knife and fork, open their lunchbox and snacks, and getting dressed and undressed. So if you could practice these over the summer, that would be amazing. Your child might like to tick them off as they've learnt to do them, or tick them off as they are practicing them. And some ideas that you might like to use are things like, if you're going for a picnic, letting your child take their lunchbox that they will be using in September so that they can practice opening their lunchbox, opening food items and closing their lunchbox. You might also like to practice getting changed into their PE kit and doing something active and then changing back into their school uniform. All of those sorts of things are going to really help. And we know that when you are in a rush, it is so much easier sometimes just to do it for them, okay? But if you could practice these sorts of things, it will really help your child when they first start school, okay? But please be reassured, do not panic. If your child cannot do these things on their own quite just yet, we will be there to help them. But if you could get them as near to being independent as possible, that's going to really help.